starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We're a band of brothers standing tall, bound by soil and the southern call. Through fields of gold, through fire and ash, we hold our ground, we'll never crash. Hurrah, hurrah, we raise it high, the bonny blue beneath the sky. Hurrah, hurrah, it shines afar, that bonny blue flag with its single star. Our rights were forged in honest hands. We plowed the fields, we worked the lands. When danger came, we made our stand. A simple star, a bold demand. Hurrah, hurrah, we raise it high, the bonny blue beneath the sky. Hurrah, hurrah, it shines afar, that bonny blue flag with its single star. And battles grim, our anthem sung a sacred hymn. The star, it gleams, it lights the way for those who fight and those who stay. Single star.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. The proud flag with the single star. What do we know? What do we know? We know a lot. And tomorrow, you, the audience, will know more. If you come here at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to be with myself, my co-host, Matt Holmes, author and historian, Ben Walker, author and historian, Mindy Hergert, board director of the Southern Independence Association, Alex Wissenut, also known as General Alex Wissenut, has promised to be here, and I hope there might be some more. But tomorrow is all about the South. It's what we're going to be talking about. Yes. Why it's so good. Why we should be here. Why you should be here. Why? Because we love the South and everything that it stands for. And Joshua, not Joshua. I'm hoping Josh might be. He's also a board member, but Greg Owens, who and I are friends. He's also a board member of the Southern Independence Association. I am hoping that he also pops in tomorrow, so we have at least 2 of the 3 board members to talk about what is going on in the world around them. But Greg, I'm not sure if you watch my broadcast. I should hope so, because you are a member. But I want to show something to the kind folks at home, something I found interesting about your family. Yes, indeedy. And hopefully you did not know this, but you might have. Who knows? Greg Owens. Do you know who that is? I'll give you a moment to respond if you are watching. Greg Owens, that is your third great grandfather, Captain Willis Worley. He was captured and imprisoned at Fort Donelson, where he stayed for a period of time before finally being released. He was a member of the Company F, the 32nd Tennessee Infantry. He was so he was captured at Fort Donelson on February 16th, 1862. He had joined the Confederacy May 16 of 1860. It's marked off, so I'm thinking like 1861. He was sent to Vicksburg September 1st, 1862. He was captured at Fort Donelson on February the 16th of 1862. So wasn't about too terribly long before he got captured. He was then transferred to Johnson Island May 16, 1862. So May, February, March, April, May. Okay. Now get this, folks. October 30th of 1862, after being captured, being transferred, I guess he at some point was released. Haven't found that part, but they released him from his commitment because of, get this, overage adjustment, overage, and went out of service. September 19th, 1862. He was paid in full. So I guess the Confederacy had an age limit on being active duty. If anyone can tell me that, I really do appreciate it. Let me know. I just figured they kept you until you died, got captured, or won the war. But Captain, the 32nd Regiment, Tennessee Infantry. That is Captain Willis Worley, the third great-grandfather of our friend and yours, Greg Owens. So, Greg, there you go. A little bit of history shared here for you. Excuse me. This broadcast isn't going to be long. It's just a simple notification about tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully the weather holds out for everybody. No one's traveling. Get stuck out there in the snow and the ice. Hopefully everyone is in nice, warm, cozy, wherever your computer or cell phone might be, so you can be part of this wonderful time that we have together. Otherwise, it'll just be yours truly. But if that happens, I'll find something to talk about. I always do. I always find something good to talk about, right? Matthew, I'm reading your book, and tomorrow I'm going to have some questions for you of the things I'm reading that I'm very curious about. I'm going to leave it for tomorrow, but I'm about halfway through now. Matthew's actually finishing up another book, which he indicates should be available, I think it's in January. Let's see. Matt, if you're watching, if you have a title for your book, it'd be great to know what the title of that's going to be. But he's releasing the book January 20th. He's going to get me a copy of it so I can read it and then do a broadcast to promote that book for him. But at this point, I don't have a title in my hands. So if I get that before I end the show, I'll share it with you guys as well. He has promised me that book is going to be bigger than the one I'm reading now. So let me get that. Let me quick into that. Hold on one second. So this is the one I'm reading right now. The War That Never Ended, Secede Your Mind from the Modern World. $25. So I actually paid for this one here. But it's definitely worth $25. Let me tell you. I'm up to the part where we're talking about Hawaii. Okay, we're talking about how the United States got its hands in taking control of Hawaii and how we did it. There's a part in there where an American ship was attacked and I assume sunk, which brought in the United States military, the Marines. I wouldn't put it past because our country wanted Hawaii so bad, but I wouldn't put it past our government to sink our own ship to make an excuse to go into Hawaii under the pretense that they did it so we could take control of the land. I wouldn't put that past at all. Because I still think that Pearl Harbor was on us, but that's for another conversation. So also, hopefully I can gather them all together. Matthew is doing like I mentioned before, an international flavor of the Confederacy and all the various countries who have embraced the Confederate beliefs. And this is what he has here. I never knew this. Hispanic Confederate units. I never knew there was such a thing. Now I do, and so do you. So I'm going to go back through all the stuff he's been. Look at all the names that he's been posting and try and gather all together to try and do like a sequel of images to share with you guys tomorrow, just so you guys can understand that the Confederacy just wasn't in the southern states; it was around the world. Okay. And this is kind of funny. Since I've been broadcasting about Jennifer's Scottish heritage, look what's on my feed. That's about Scottish. They're watching. So, folks, again, this is a quick shout out. Let's see what we got here going on. Matt. Okay, Matt Holmes says, the Confederate South, our maps don't lie. Absolutely. Hey, David Novart, how you doing today? It's the same scenario for Spanish-American War for the sinking of the Maine. Yeah, I believe that. He's saying that we believe that the sinking of the boat in the Maine in Havana Harbor in Cuba was also us doing ourselves to bring us into war. It doesn't surprise me at all. It really, truly doesn't. My sixth cup of coffee. So look, folks, I really do. I really would like to see a split of our nations. And I know that comes with a mixed feelings from everybody. But I've said this before. Yeah, you just missed it, Matt. I'm just saying about the Hawaii, about how we got involved there and how we finagled the king and the queen and how we did the acquisition of the country of the island and just get hold of sugar and how the commercial businessmen wanted to be part of the government and how they finagled their way in. That's where I'm at right now with the whole thing about Hawaii. So that's about halfway through the book. When you see how the folks in the North live or want to live, yes, the Wilcox Rebellion. Matt's text me comments. It's just that when you see how the folks in the North, and trust me, I'm not an expert on every single one in the North. What I am expert on is what I see in the news and how those in the South live differently, have different loyalties, respects, and love for each other, as opposed to those in the North who, and unfortunately, it's because I think right now uh, the cities of the northern states are controlled by Democrats, and they're the ones who are pulling the strings of the politicians to get what they want, which is various ways of having sex with who, so whatever, and living off the government, and kicking out the religion, and all that these folks have heard many, many, many times before. And not saying it can't happen in the South. I think it's going to be a harder sell. I think that as long as we have good Southern men who are willing to stand up for their families and then for their towns and their states, I think they have a better chance of holding off the absolute erasure of Southern heritage. And that's what the one of the main reasons why the SIA exists is to try and keep that from happening. I'm still a big believer of alien life. And I was on Dave Gloven's show this morning, and we were talking about Mars and how long it would take to get from here to Mars and so forth. There's only a couple of months, like 3 months, I think it was. And I did a quick Google of Elon Musk and his desires to go to Mars. And it came back that what his plans are to next year launch some of his ships to Mars and see if they land and land well and are sturdy enough to make that trip and to land. And if that is possible, then the following year, he's going to send more ships with his androids to start up the colony. And then the following year, he's going to start sending humans. And that within a couple years after that, he expects to have 1,000 of his ships sending close to 1 million people to live on Mars. So all within the realm of my actually living and seeing that. And I would love to see that, to be honest with you. I kind of joked that, if once he is able to get that ship into space headed towards Mars, that might be what triggers an alien response, sort of like in Star Trek when the humans launched the first Enterprise and it hit warp 1. That warp signature triggered something in the galaxies, and the Vulcans saw it, and that's when the Vulcan, the alien race, made first contact. Perhaps Elon Musk's ship into space towards Mars might be what triggers the response back from the aliens saying, hey, now it's time. We got to talk to these guys. I appreciate it, Matt. I'd love to see those maps, especially to have them ready for tomorrow's meeting broadcast. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice today, folks. I'm not sure why, what's going on. So I'm not going to be on very long. Do want to do one thing, though. I want to, I'm not sure if Jennifer Whitson that saw the broadcast that I sent to her, showing the song that I created for her ancestor. But I created a couple more songs because, like I said, the poem that was written about him, I think it was Sir Walter Scott who wrote the poem. It's a huge poem. If I were to print it, I'd probably print it like 4 pages. And I'm just taking snippets of that poem to create songs to give it to her because I think they're very impressive of her ancestor. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this song, and while it's playing, I'm going to show the image, and I'm going to see real quick if I can find more information from um, Matthew, and then to share that with you as well. So here's this.
They bound his hands, but his spirit soared through the little rack where the waters roared. Over the sand so cold where shadows dance, a ghost of freedom in every glance. My hands are tied, but my tongue is free. Who will dare this truth to see? In chains of iron, my heart won't bow. Who will stand and avoid now? Carlisle walls, they whisper low of deeds undone, of seeds they sow. A castle stones can't hold the sky, nor still the voice of a rebel's cry. Through the wreck, through the sand, a tale of fire, a trembling hand. Lord Screw commands, but the soul won't yield. It fights like thunder across the field. My hands are tied, but my tongue is free. Who will dare this truth to see? In chains of iron, and my heart won't bow. Who will stand and avoid it now? The little rat hums a mournful tune beneath the sun, beneath the moon. My hands are bound, but my words will fly through every valley, every sky.
Yeah, it's a little slow, but it's a part of the poem. Excuse me, it's a part of the poem that where they're attacking the castle. His people. He's been captured now. Willie, the hero of this clan, and his people came to rescue him. So they climbed the wall during a rainy, heavy rain, downpour of rain, and they cut the guard's throat and so forth. But he gets freed for a short period of time. A couple of images I want to share here with you. I'll do it this way, probably be easiest, fastest. A program or so back, we were talking about, Ben was talking about the Jeffersonian political party. And I know there was a book about the Jeffersonian democracy, or darn it. I'll have that name down by tomorrow. I guarantee you. I guarantee I'm going to have that down right. But it's a Jeffersonian politics. But I'd be kind of curious to some were exempted of the policy. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, they age out by age 60. Okay. So I wouldn't say I'm looking to change my own belief as far as being Republican, but I'm starting to have, I don't say doubts, but concerns. If I ever get $60 just to throw away, that's what I'm going to get. This is Ben Walker's home. That's his flag on the wall back there. Well, actually, they're both his flags. But that flag there costs $60. That's because it's made of cotton, I believe he said. They have the same flag. It's made of polyester. This is 16. I might have to settle for that. But that's a neat flag, Ben. I'm so jealous of you. Here's one of the things that Matt's been working on, even when he was sick, and that is creating maps of the Confederacy, showing really interesting things. And the way I don't know how he finds the time or the information to do it, but he created this one here. The Confederate officers born in North Carolina. So those are all the officers of the Confederacy that are born in North Carolina. And he has their images over the counties where they came from. That's pretty cool. Matthew, that is phenomenal work. And he's going to be sharing more later. So, folks, like I said, this is here just a shout out to remind you guys about tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be here. As far as I know, it's going to be Ben, it's going to be Matt, it's going to be Alex, and it's going to be Mindy. I hope some more will show up to make it a nice round table. Because the way I look at it, the more there is of us, the more we have to talk about. I start listening to Joshua's podcast that he has on Spotify. And I've been writing down notes so we can talk about them as well. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on a second, folks. So this has got some. So Bobby Woods, who is a friend of ours, just sent us a message that his wife is in the hospital, very serious condition. No details what the condition is. So absolutely, Bobby, I'll let my wife know, and she and I will be praying for, I guess, healing powers for her. It'd be about the best way to blanket whatever's going on. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Bobby. Please keep us and the team up to date on her condition, okay? Yeah, where was I? Oh, the roundtable. So I just think that when there's more of us, there's more discussion, there's more different topics, more conversation that we can have. And folks, if I know after I go live, I like the one broadcast, we're close to 400 people watching it after the fact, and I have got to get a better handle on the comments after the fact. I got to talk to my team about, looking to see when people make comments, because we fell behind on some of the comments that needed a follow-up. Luckily, I did do that today, but there were several days past due, and who knows if they were still interested. But so the best way, folks, who are watching this, if you want a speedy response to a comment about the show, is to reach out to me, because my phone is always with me, and I'll always respond as soon as I get see that message. Okay, that's the best way to get hold of me, or to one of the board members of the group, Ben, Matt, Alex, Mindy. Okay, that'd be the fastest way to get a quicker response as well. I've been dutifully watched over the group page of United Fire Eaters. I've been approving some comments, some images of some I sent back to the individual for clarification. And one of the clarifications I'm going to mention now, folks, if you want to join the group, okay, if you want to join United Fire Eaters, you have to have a profile on Facebook that's at least 6 months old and has pictures. This one person reached out to join and he has no profile pictures, just nothing, it's blank. That doesn't tell me that you love the South. There's no comments on your page. There's no posts on your page. So I kicked that back, looking for clarification. Okay, so if you want to join, you have to show that you love the South, and you have to show a profile of at least 6 months or older. Okay, or I understand new folks are always joining Facebook, but as long as I see something, and if I question it, respond back to me, and if I think the answers are reasonable, then I'll let you into the group, or one of my board members will let you into the group. Okay. Other than that, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and kick out of here. I just wanted to let you know about tomorrow, 7 o'clock. There may or may not be a broadcast on Thursday, again with the group of 12, which are kind of wishy-washy folks. Yeah, you are. You know who I'm talking about. If they want to be on Thursday's broadcast, I will certainly have a Thursday broadcast. If not, I may do something of my own, or I might just take the day off. I don't know. But it is what it is. We try to help everyone to be part of the show, and you have to show up. You really try to show up to be part of the show. And I really do love our friends, and when we do get together, we do have a really good time. I have a lot of good conversation. So I'm going to play this one song, like before. And towards the end, I'll go black. Music play a little bit longer, and then I'll end the broadcast. That will give some people maybe sometimes. Oh, he's going. Oh, don't go away. I'll ask you a question. Don't go off the air yet. So that's what that's for. So I'm looking for comments. I'm going to play the music. About 3/4 of the way through, I'll go black. I'll still be here. If you want me to come back in, I will. If not, at the end of the song, I'll just end the broadcast. Here we go.
Well, let me tell you about a man named Randall Rhodes. He was born and raised in the North, but he loved the Southern way of life, and he'd fight to the death for the Southern cause. He marched on down to the fields of cotton, where he met up with General Mosby's gray ghost. The general gave Randall the rank of colonel so he could fight with the brave men in gray. Now Colonel Randall Rhodes fights the Bonnie Blue flag, and that's what Colonel Randall Rhodes brings. He brought fire, he brought freedom, he brought love, he brought a war. And he said, to hell with the stars and stripes, I'm fighting for the stars and bars. And to hell with your war of aggression, I'm fighting for the war of independence. And he'd march on down to the fields of cotton for a southern nation. And the gray ghost fights for the Bonnie Blue flag, and that's what Colonel